Vegas, I think they're hooped. I think they're good, but they're not good enough. Other teams are catching up. They're aggressive.
Getting older.
They're getting older.
And the Flames hold their first next year, which is fascinating. Because I could see a case where they win the Pacific again, and I could also see a year, like a couple of years ago, where it's like, yeah, we were just dinged up and had a longer run, and we're out of steam.
The one fly in the ointment to my argument, Dean, they're in Vegas.
It is like they could easily end up with Marner. We talked about it yesterday.
Go ahead. Good. Go get him.
And the thing about McCrimmon is, I mean, he goes for it. He's aggressive, but he's not stupid either. He's not going to have a team that he feels can't win, and he's just going to like he knows what he's doing. They have Riley Smith, Brandon Saad, Tanner Pearson, all over 30. They are done as UFAs. Back end, actually,
Nick Hague's an interesting offer sheet target. He's huge.
RFA, Arbrights, Zach White. I mean, they're signed. Everybody's pretty much locked in there, aside from Hague, who is an RFA. But
if you were Craig Conroy and you see all these guys on the right-hand side of your depth chart on the blue line, and you got Kevin Ball on the left, that's like the end of the list. Would you?
I'm back to just throw in the towel.
Hague.
Throw in the towel.
Second rounder for
trade these guys that had good years, like you just said, and now they're moving. Well, get them out of here.
What do you want? Who are you talking about now?
Kadri and whoever.
Oh, I see.
Coleman's up in a couple of years.
Like, I'm not. I guess what I'm saying is I'm not adding, and I'm not taking a stab at a defense.
How old's Hague though? I feel like he'd be better fit for this season.
26. Yeah. You're right back to the same.
What the hell's that matter?
You're not signing a 30-year-old. That's sort of what I mean. If you were going to move out Erasmus and bring in a Hague, you're younger.
I'm asking what.
But you also didn't want like 25-year-olds because they weren't going to be.
No, you want sure things. And when we talked about a Zegras type, we just don't know what the hell he is.
It's hard because you can't just stop playing games because you think, well, we're not good enough.
Good. I don't play this year.
Well, we're just not gonna. We're gonna give away all our players, and we're gonna just sit for a year or two.
Let us know when the lottery is, and if we're picking first or second.
So
can't do it.
Like that Flyers deal. Was it a good? Was the price one you could afford? Yes. Did it make sense? Yes. To some, to others, like why trade away? Don't bring in.
I think you needed to address your complete dearth of centers under 35 years of age, and you did that there. But I don't know that I look at either of those guys and are like, yes, that's a core piece. Kind of waiting. Like Fairby was brutal; he'll be better. But I don't really know what Frost is. It'd be the same with Nick Hague.
Right? It's just in the terms of adding someone who's in their mid-20s, you still have to put a product on the ice.
Yeah, and look, it's not going to be expensive if you give him $4.5 million to play the left side for 18 minutes a night, and you've got a little more toughness. That doesn't stop you from either tanking or push you into contention. It's just giving you some left shot options. You don't have any, unless like Jake Bean.
But again, just getting back to Vegas, Eichel 28, Stone 33, Hurdle 31, William Karlsson 32, Barbashev 29, Nick Waugh 28, Kolasar 28. Yeah,
get older.
Interesting spot for
when you
them.
Read the names out. It doesn't sound intimidating.
It never has, though, has it?
I don't know.
To me, that's been the whole thing with Vegas. It's a very good team. They're better than the sum of their parts.
I think you got lots of stars.
Eichel's a superstar.
Yeah, I think Stone is a star. I think Theodore is a star. Pietrangelo was when
I
they brought
do
him
not
in.
trust that Stone's going to be anything.
The health is the issue, right?
Yeah. And
he's only got
Hurdle
2 more years.
Hasn't done what you'd hoped.
Hurdle's
I don't
been
think
disappointing there. But they'll do something. Like, McCrimmon, someone's going to take the goat horns and get shipped out of town, and they're going to bring in a high-profile player because that's every single year.
Kelly going to cook.
Stone over a point a game this year, 67 and 66.
I don't doubt that. It's just whether he plays.
And he was hurt in the Oilers series. If you watch that series, you're like, their goalie wasn't good enough. He can bounce back.
There's not a hockey,
but they didn't score enough.
Yeah, and there's not a hockey person out there that doesn't like Stone. It's just, are you going to be in the lineup to contribute? It'd be nice for you to be able to walk when you retire.
It's like Peter Forsberg, right? When he was healthy, he's a force of nature.
Alex Pietrangelo, 35. He's got this year, like 2 more years. So I was just saying
that's about right for him, though.
And with Stone, he's 33, 2 more years. Those are the 2 ones you worry about. It's not like you've got them for 4 or 5 more years.
Agreed.
Who are their kids?
They traded most of them away.
I know this is the issue.
Dorofeyev
I
was great.
think the kids
Dorofeyev was really good.
Are good enough to play and make a difference. And they lineup doesn't scream of them.
They're not young.
They've got this Cole Schwind.
Oh,
24-year-old center.
Tell me about him. How do you get a Cole Schwind?
I don't know.
Bet you if you get one, you don't let go. I'll tell you that.
But yeah, I'm looking at the prospect list, and people who are into prospects be like, "Well, how don't you know who those guys are?" I'm sure there's some good players in there, but
they've also traded every first rounder they've had, except the most recent, who they'll be trading later, I imagine. But Brennan Brisson was the latest victim of that.
Yeah, unless they pivot a little bit, start hanging on to picks here for a spell.
And again, something we haven't seen them do yet. They've been win now, win now, win now.
Yeah,
I feel like that owner's.
I agree.
Hey, I'm not here to F around kind of guy.
It's crazy because even here, they don't have a first this year or next.
They traded both of those in the Hannafin and Hurdle deals last deadline.
Oh yeah.
But then beyond the first round, they're in decent shape. This year they have.
So you can wait 4 years for a second rounder.
Oh, don't be an ass.
They're -2 draft picks. Hey, buddies, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Also, if you could throw in a like and subscribe, it does help us out with what it is we are doing. And check out more at flamesnation.ca.